Welcome back to Brownlow Books. Today, another chat. I want to explain why I don't book talk. Book talk being, TOK. TikTok, book talk. I'm going to break it down into 5 reasons for why I don't do it. At this asterisk, at this point in time. I do post reels onto Instagram at this point, but it is not a constant. So, reason one, I feel like I do not have the sustained creativity for the amount of content that I need to put out to become like popular or relevant. And not saying I have to be popular or relevant. It's just nothing feels worse than making a reel and getting 12 views on it. Am I right? So I don't think I have the sustained creativity to make things interesting, to make people keep coming back, to do something interesting there. Okay? Leads into 2. The amount that I read, I feel like is not enough for book talk. Like, I'm lucky to read 1 book a week. I'm not reading 4, 5, 6 books a week, you know? It's just, for how much I read, I don't think it is going to help. And, like, it's going to take time for reading for me, to be honest, because I've got a lot of other things going on. So, like, books are not my only interest, are not the only thing I do. I just think it's not, gonna work for me with the amount that I read and how much I feel like you have to post to be interesting. Which leads me to 3. I feel like I see a lot of like inauthenticity kind of stuff going on there. I don't ever want to be talking about something that, like, a book that I have not actually read. And I literally saw that the other day. Someone made this whole big reel about this book, and someone in the comments was like, oh, I really liked this part of the book. What did you like best about it? And they were like, oh, I haven't read it. Not I'm reading it or I'm reading it next. Just, I haven't read it. And I was like, you made a whole reel about it, but you haven't read it. You're recommending it to people without having read it. And I was like, what? So, like, that kind of inauthenticity to me is just kind of, like, gross. At the same time, I know I'm not the kind of person who will do, like, the little skits I sometimes see. And, like, I have found some that I love. I have some book talk, like, they're on Instagram. I have some Instagram people that I love. And, like, some of them do that kind of thing where, like, they're one person talking back and forth to each other. And, like, for them, good. I feel like that's not me. I was in drama in high school, but I was in stage production, not acting. I acted once, never again. So, like, for me, the inauthenticity would just be, I feel like it would be palatable. Like, you'd see it and you'd be like, what is this girl doing? It would not be authentic. Which leads me into my 4th point. I don't have a niche. I kind of read whatever I want whenever I want, but, like, there are people who've made entire accounts out of dark romance or fantasy or, like, very specific body horror. Like, there are people out there who've done a whole account that is just, like, one kind of thing. And, like, that's great for them. And it's great for the people who like that kind of stuff. Like, I follow multiple different kinds of things like that because I am so interested in so many different things. So I feel like I would never actually find my niche. And then we have 5, which I'm going to break down into a couple of parts. The toxicity of it all. I see a lot of things. I see authors turning on each other. I see authors attacking people who have given their book a lower rating, like that author who lost her book deal for attacking an advanced reader who gave it 4 stars instead of 5. It's fucked up. So, yeah, there's a lot to go with that. So, like, for example, the wrong book. If you say, I really like this book, or you say, I really did not like this book, and it's the wrong book, and other people like or don't like that book opposite of what you feel like you like about that book, I have seen people attack people over these stupid, nonsensical opinions. Like, how many times have I had comments on here attacking me because I read something queer? How many times have I been called a groomer for enjoying genderqueer? Like, it's just 10 times worse over there in short form content, I feel. So, like, I feel like it gets to be a bit of an echo chamber. First of all, everyone with their white libraries. You know, everything is white cream beige and everything starts to look the same. Like, I've scrolled and gone, am I still on the same person's page? Like, this all looks the same. It's, again, it comes back to people promoting the same books over and over again. You're promoting those popular books, and it's just like, how many reels can I watch in a row where they're telling me to read Fourth Wing? Like, it becomes very, very echoey of the same opinions, the same books, the same aesthetic over and over and over again. And I, one, definitely don't fit into that aesthetic. And two, again, it goes back to the, like, amount I read of how many books I'm going to be able to talk about there. But, like, not even talking about, there's, like, so many other different kinds of things you can do. And it's just, then back to the sustained creativity of, I don't know if I can do that. But that leads me to, like, my final kind of point in the toxicity category. I believe it was last summer, maybe into the fall. There was a professional hockey player who looked like he belonged on the cover of Hockey Romances. And someone pointed this out, and they were like, I got a little crush. And, like, people started piling on, and they were like, oh, yeah, you know, like you do, okay. Like, the hockey team even kind of, like, exploited it a little bit. Embraced the fans. And then those fans got real weird about it. Like, real weird about it. And, the team had to, like, cut ties with the original creator. And, like, the hockey player's wife was like, guys, can you not? Like, you're making him uncomfortable. Like, you don't want to do that, right? And they were like, fuck you, bitch. And I'm just like, Jesus. Like, and, like, the Swifties are gonna do the same to whatever the fuck that guy's name is. Like, they're gonna do it. But, yeah, the toxicity of all of that kind of stuff just, ugh. So, yeah, to summarize, I mean, one, a sustained creativity that I don't think I have. I mean, I'm creative in other ways, but my interests are split, and therefore it's not gonna all be on books all the time. Two, to the amount that I read, it's probably enough, but on there it's gonna feel like it's not enough, and I am not putting extra pressure on myself this year. It serves me or it doesn't, and if it doesn't, it goes away. Okay. Three, the inauthenticity that I feel like I would be putting out there. I mean, I kind of think I come across a lot better in, like, maybe not better, more authentic, certainly, in this kind of medium. I've been going for almost 9 minutes. Like, again, 4, feeling like I don't have a niche that I would fit into. So, like, where are my videos gonna go? I say this as one is starting to, like, trend on Instagram, and it's just, like, me bashing Christian fiction, and I'm like, what is happening? After the second one this week, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm gonna be book talking by the end of the fucking month. Like, I don't know. But then into 5, yes, the toxicity of right books, wrong books, of becoming an echo chamber, of attacking people. I just feel like they make it so much easier to attack people on the short form, and, like, I've made some short form content here, but, like, I don't think any of them got comments. Like, it got views and that was it. And it's just, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of stuff in, 15 seconds is kind of sketch. It's a little sketchy. So yeah, altogether for me, I mean, those are the reasons I don't BookTok. I have been trying to post more onto my Instagram, and that includes Reels. Absolutely. But Instagram still feels very different from TikTok. I don't know how to explain it. It is still short form content. Most people share the same stuff between them. It's just like literally a matter of which one you prefer. And for me, it's Instagram. I also think I heard you can't block people on TikTok. Correct me if I'm wrong about that. I have not looked into it. It literally just popped into my head 2 seconds ago that I think I've heard that. So like for me, who's constantly blocking people from her YouTube channel for calling me things like groomer, like yes, I need to have that block available to me. All right. So yeah. If you have a YouTube channel and you do BookTok or do Instagram, what is it called? Bookgram? Instabook? No, we're bookgramming, right? I'm old. Okay, so if you are doing the YouTube long form content, I would love to know if you've got an Instagram or a TikTok that you're also doing content on. Do you notice a difference? If you're not a fellow content creator, feels weird to call myself that. Do you have a preference in the app that you're using or the kind of content that you are consuming? Because, like, I'm trying to become much more cognizant of what I'm consuming at the end of the day. So, yeah. I guess I just want to know about your consuming of content and where it is and what you like. Yeah. So, if you are not doing the short form content but doing the long form content, hit me up. All right, thanks for hanging out. I will see you around next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.